check in with our neighboring news editor, Len La Barth, from the Marysville-Yuba City Appeal Democrat. He's joining us today. And Len, welcome back to Insight.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
I know you've been traveling, so I think we'll just pick up actually with a place where I want to step back and do a little reflecting. I know for your community this has been a sad time. There was the death of a young Yuba City soldier, and so would you begin with telling us about him?
It was an emotional week last week here in the Yuba Sutter community. Specialist Chase Marta, just 24 years old, was one of 3 soldiers killed in Afghanistan on May 7th, and last week the community got together. His remains were flown home to Beale Air Force Base, and on Wednesday of last week a flag line, a 17-mile stretch flag line where thousands lined up to pay respects. The flag line stretched from Beale Air Force Base to a funeral chapel in Yuba City, and it was pretty amazing to see the community rally. I mean, this is a military community, active with Beale Air Force Base, of course, and a lot of military retirees who have settled here. But the community, thousands lined up for this flag line. It was arranged by the local Blue Star moms, and the community as a whole rallied and got together, and probably not a dry eye, along the route.
You were right in saying that the scene of this memorial was remarkable, and we've provided a link for people to view the video, which we found on your website, and especially with Memorial Day coming upon us, and just the feeling of a small community and people sharing the feelings and the support together. I think it's a good reason to pause and just look and watch. I know the flag line was organized by a group called the Tri-County Blue Star Moms. Who are they, Len?
They're a group here that support military personnel overseas. They hold various events and put things together for care packages to send over to military personnel. We have worked with them in the past over several years. They would keep us updated as much as they can on local military personnel and where they're stationed. Obviously, we can't talk too much about missions, but it's a reminder to folks about local military personnel and where they are serving, and give people a chance to remember them and hopefully help out in some way. But yeah, in addition to the flag line, just to step back for a moment, in addition to the flag line, the funeral attracted hundreds of people on Friday as well. And regardless of how folks may feel about administration policies overseas, and obviously in Afghanistan, for at least a day, for several days during the week, folks were united. Businesses were closed. Facebook was really instrumental in this. People sharing memories using social media. And thank you for putting the link up on your program.
Yeah, it's worth it for everyone to take a moment and just to feel and remember in a way to pay respect. And it should be noted that each paratrooper was posthumously awarded the Bronze Star Medal, the Purple Heart Medal, the Army Good Conduct Medal, and the Combat Infantryman Badge. And those were remarkable honors. Was this the first from Yuba City, the first life lost in Afghanistan?
We had a previous Yuba Sutter resident, and also in neighboring Colusa, there was a soldier who was killed almost a year to the day as Specialist Marta. Yes. But this seemed to be the first time, at least in my almost 6 years here, for whatever reason, it just seemed very, very powerful. Everyone was organized. Everyone wanted to get together. Everyone wanted to pay tribute. That's why it was so spectacular, I guess you would say, this unification of last week.
Well, he was 24 years old. He had graduated in 2006, so we share the condolences. We are talking with Len La Barth from the Marysville-Yuba City Appeal Democrat.
And I'm sure we'll talk again in the future.
We will, and there is more information about these stories at capradio.org/insight. This is Insight on Capital Public Radio. Coming up.